Okay, we're going to do the ball bounce, but we're going to do the descending ball bounce with the tail. You do not want to use the bottom ones down here that can rotate it. You want to use the one right here that will rotate it from the center. We're going to use the same timing as the descending ball bounce. So 1 to 71. So I put 71 here, double clicked on it, went full. So let's drop a key. I'm going to get rid of that layer. Put the ball on a reference so I don't select the geometry. Drop a key. And let's go to 71. Zero it out. Pull it over. And so it goes from here to here. Excellent. And I want to have it hit the ground on frame 15. And then I'm just going to place markers down. 25, I right click to my viewport to hit, because I didn't want to hit S on my Y. Down in 10, 35, up in 7, 42, down in 7, 49, up in 5, 54, down in 5, 59, up in 3, 62, down in 3, 65, up in 2, 67, down in 2, 69, up in 1, and then finish it off. Now let's go over to the graph editor. Go to our ups and downs. I'm going to show you a new tool. Select every other one. These are all the peaks, which is basically 10. So let's punch in 10. And now they're all 10. But that won't really work out very well. Alright. Now let's make it work better. Before we fix this, let's come down here. Let's break them and let's straighten them. Then let's select the top. We want it to be a straight line from here all the way to here. I'm going to just compress this a little bit. Hit A. Excellent. So there's a tool called the Lattice Deform tool. You can click on it here. Or you can go to Edit, Transformation, Lattice Deform Key Tool. And now we can affect all of these within 3 points. I'll select this one, hold down Shift, left click, or middle mouse click, nope, click on it, Shift, middle mouse, and pull it down. Then left click, Shift, middle mouse click, and pull it down. And we got a pretty darn good straight line all the way through. No paper needed, no eye in it. Well, that's roughly, we're still eyeing it, but overall, much better. Now we take a look at it, and it's going to settle down. Let's add on another second. Let's go to 100. Doink, 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 da, da, da. Good. All right. Now, let's put on the motion trail. Have this selected. Motion trail. Apply. There we go. You can see it not arcing and falling. Let's clean up that. Let's go to the X. Make sure it starts off straight. I'm going to hit W to go off the Lattice Deform tool. And now we have it losing energy. Excellent. Now we can go to our Y. We can modify these handles so they arc a lot better. Give you a little bit more spring in your bounce. I'm always amazed. I did it many years ago, over 20 years ago, doing the descending ball bounce by hand. I mean by paper in 2D, and trying to get that nice arc, that nice spacing. It's, for me, so much faster to do it this way in 3D. But the thing to be aware of that 3D lacks is the ability to run off in a totally different direction. So if I wanted this ball to turn into a Dragon Ball with a dragon face on it or whatever, or turn into a cube, it's a lot harder to do it. But if you're just looking to move something, pretty nice. Alright. We have it going and settling. I kind of want it to come through and slide and then stop by like maybe 90. So here's this thing I want to do is my X. Take my X, just pull it out. Now it'll slide. It'll bounce, 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 and slide. Excellent. Now we really want that line to reorient the ball to come down and bounce. So I'm going to say 14. I'm going to rotate it, get that yellow line through that line. And now it drops. And then let's reverse it. Here, it's actually pretty flat. It worked out pretty nicely. I should probably go through and drop keys on, oops, not the heights. I'm going to drop a key there. Every other one. You can see it's modifying the curves. Actually, I should probably do it on all of them. Oops. I'm going to just jump to the next key here, drop a key, and just go through and do it that way. And at the very, very end. Major one I need to fix is the X translation. Clean up that again. Now it's nice and smooth. Up and down still looks the same. That's just flat. We want to modify our rotations. Coming down, flattens out, back up, flattens out. Rotate it. Rotate it back up. Flat. Down. Up. I'm going to do less here on that rotation. Less. A little bit less. And basically nothing. And now we have a nice descending ball bounce. Doink, 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 doink. Excellent. What I could do here, it kind of comes up, point it down a little bit, have it maybe bend up a little bit, kind of come in, and then maybe by 100 level out with a little push. And you see that little push will happen here. I think it's already smooth, so it's very smoothed out. Excellent. Sometimes if you had it flat, it'll stop and go, and you just want it to kind of keep going. There we go. Maybe a little bit too much rotation. I'll probably cut this down, and actually this should be at 0. So we come up here, punch in 0. You can do it on the other channel box. Now let's cut that down to 1/4 of the original motion. I'm going to probably do less. Yeah. Not too shabby. Now, the tail. Tail, not too crazy. Once you kind of figure it out for a little bit of here, I'm going to have to go through again to make my life easier. I'm going to select them all, the tail and the bouncing ball, and go through and drop keys all the way through. And you can see it totally screws up my, oops, my arcs, but it's going to be a lot faster to just do a little cleanup. Then I think it'll be faster. So I can just go through here, delete, get my arcs back. And then my forward. And then we're good to go. Excellent. Now the tail. Now I have those markers on the tail that I like. So perfectly nice and straight. When it comes here, definitely want to bring it up. Excellent. And then here, careful with those little white dots. If you select those actually can affect the motion. I'm going to drop a key on 17. Let's get rid of 16. See that curve when it comes back in. Kind of pointing at that dot. Here, I want it to kind of curve. With the curve. Liking that. I'm actually just going to straighten it and see what that looks like. That looks okay. Maybe a little down. I'm going to delete 17, see what that looks like. Nope, gotta need 17. Alright, let's definitely curve that. That's not looking good at all. Gotta watch the motion. That looks good. Now we can steal. So I'm going to take 25. I'm going to put 25 on frame 1. So we got that nice arc. Then I'm going to select 14 to 18. Copy it. Go to 13. Go to 34. I'm going to go through here and delete them. Interesting. Let's try deleting them again. Keys are still staying. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to try selecting up here. Now let's try deleting. That's better. So what was happening is I think I was selecting the dot, and that was deleting my translation off my some translation. Now delete that. Interesting. I want those keys that go away. I don't want to go away. Oh, I think because I was selecting the motion trail. That's why those keys were showing up. Alright, so remember 34. I'm going to copy this again. Go to 34 and paste. My tail goes straight. And it goes through that curve. And middle mouse 25 to 14. Let's do it to all the peaks. 54 and 62. I still have this copied, but I'll just copy it again. Since I haven't copied anything else, it should still be there. Let's get rid of 48. And a few other ones after that. Paste that. And then you get the little flop. And I'm going to try it one more time. Delete. paste. Alright, overall I like it, because I don't like it getting straight here. I'm actually just going to delete 61 to 71 altogether. What I've learned, the ball is going to wobble in a way that's going to make the tail wobble too nicely. If you kind of do like the pencil trick, where if you kind of hold the pencil and you move it up and down, if you hold it from one end and wobble it up and down, it looks like it starts to bend. I kind of take that technique. So I'm going to take this curvature on 42, bring it to 63. So you feel that that kind of works pretty nicely. And then it's going to bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm going to drop a key on 71. All right, 65. I'm going to lower it and pull it back like that. And then I'm going to lift it on 71. Arc it down a little bit. See how it looks? So we didn't do anything crazy there. The bouncy might be a little too bouncy there. We'll see. Yeah, you don't really see the tail do anything crazy. It doesn't feel like it's bad at all. Don't like that coming down so harshly. I'm going to give it a frame. Nope. No matter what, it's pretty harsh. And then it comes up. Just kind of curious if I can just soften it a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So on the big harsh down here, I kind of just brought the tail up. But this tail still kind of comes down right after. I might be able to soften it even more. There we go. And the tail will just kind of lift up. And then I want the tail to kind of flop down. I want a kind of a 1, 2, 3 hit. So I'm going to curve that down. Curve these up. So they'll kind of start to come down. This one needs to then come down. Down. Mark that up. And 100. I'm actually going to just select the previous pose. Paste that there. And then flatten that out. You see it gets a little sticky at the end. Right there. Ways I found to clean up that stickiness. I don't think I need this motion trail anymore. I don't want to be selecting it by accident, so I selected the curve and deleted it. Is right here to right here, it kind of stops and goes. I've realized if you want to smooth things out, if you just drop a key, like say on 95 and 86, and delete 90, it'll smooth out that section. There we go. Let's open this to 110. And now the tail comes down nicely. I want to try one more little offset. We can take that tip of the tail. I'll shift it over 3 frames. But just a little bit softer at the very, very end. These windows. Now we have a nice descending ball bounce with the tail. That's it. A lot of the things that we've been learning all kind of snowballing a little bit here. Frame it up. And play blast. After this, we're going to start moving to kind of a character.